I'm gonna say it right off the bat, I don't even know if it's been 30 seconds. The older S7 Plus is a much better tablet for 99% of the people. I'll say it right now, right there. I said it. I said it, okay. If you want to keep watching because I'm going to compare the two. I'm going to tell you if it's worth paying the almost $1,000 price point for this thing, or if you're better off just going and buying the S7 Plus, or even better, I know, okay, it's the iPad Pro stand. I know, I have mine right there. It's a great tablet. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Over my last like 2, maybe 3 months with this tablet, what I've been mostly using this for is college lectures, things like that, getting notes down. And so my Samsung notes folder is kind of full of, you know, just all kinds of just notes. Okay, that's what I've been doing mainly with this tablet. But the problem is that every time I flip this open to use it, the experience is great, but I keep thinking back to my past 1.5 years of using the S7 Plus. I consistently or constantly keep comparing this tablet to the S7 Plus, and what that makes me do is try to find some new standout feature. I mean, I paid $1,000 for this, but there's nothing that stands out over the S7 Plus. Now, relax, calm your tits. Let me say that this tablet is still a very fantastic piece of technology. It's still a very good flagship tablet, and it deserves the title, no doubt. But make sure to smash that subscribe button because it really helps me grow this small channel. Hit the like button if you like this video, smash the dislike button if you dislike it, and comment down below how I can improve. It really helps me out, and I appreciate every single one of you. On with the video. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with this tablet is the performance, and it gets through absolutely everything I need to get through with 0 hiccups. I'm talking using Chrome, Notes, and live video conferencing for like 1 or 2 hours a day. 0 problems, ladies and gentlemen. And aside from the productivity side of things, I'm doing a lot of YouTube. Like, I'm not doing YouTube, I'm watching a lot of YouTube. So there's tons of hours of content consumption on this tablet, and they've all been blissful. Okay, very nice experiences. No crazy heating problems, no lag, and it's kind of all due to that new Snapdragon chip that's inside this tablet. Now, it's called the Snapdragon Gen 1 chip. Okay, and it's definitely one of the bigger upgrades over the Tab S7 Plus. Now, you know, the chip isn't something that you see, but something that you experience. But the problem is that if you've never pushed it to the boundary, to that limit, then you don't experience it. So while that is a pretty major upgrade, and probably one of the reasons that this tablet is so much more expensive than the last S7 Plus, the fact that my usage doesn't push it to its limits means that between the S7 Plus processor and the S8 Plus processor, there's no difference, and therefore there's no reason for me to pay thousands of dollars or $1,000 for the S8 Plus, and I should just go for like a $300, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even kidding, $300 to $400 for the S7 Plus, a tablet with a screen as gorgeous as this one. Gorgeous screen. S7 Plus has the same one. Great speakers. S7 Plus also has the greatest speakers. Okay, what did I just do? Bixby. I'll get that garbage out of here. This tablet is an absolute powerhouse, no doubt, but a lot of people who are on these tablets aren't using them in their powerhouse-like modes. Now, I understand that tablets like these are supposed to replace laptops and things like that, sure, but they still haven't gotten there for me yet, because when it comes to that deeper research, and I have Google Sheets open and I'm doing 20 tabs on Chrome and I have an incognito window open to just have that separate window, all of that isn't easy to do on a tablet, even with DeX. And the problem I've had with DeX over the past so many months is that on Android's ecosystem, while the DeX idea and everything is awesome, a lot of Android apps aren't fully optimized for the DeX experience. Apps like Thinkorswim or even Robinhood, for example, look like trash on this tablet. And when you minimize Chrome windows, for example, you end up going to Chrome websites for mobile instead of desktop websites, which also end up looking really weird. And so a lot of these apps aren't optimized for the DeX experience, and that's what I started noticing, because I wanted to push this tablet to that limit to get the full benefit of this new Gen 1 chip, but I just wasn't able to, simply because some of these apps just can't run on the DeX platform. Now, aside from crazy apps and crap like that, one other way you can test performance is by gaming. And this is where I haven't really tested the S7 Plus limits, but this thing games extremely well. I'm talking iPad Pro with the M1 chip level well. This thing is smooth, it doesn't heat up as much as the S7 Plus does, and it games, like the refresh rates are amazing, they're great, they're a significant improvement over the S7 Plus. The colors are also better, they're just better, they're not more vibrant, they're just better. And of course, the camera on the S8 Plus is also better. Now, the back camera doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. I don't take photos on my tablets a lot. I'm not that guy. But I know some people who are that guy, so yeah, it's a better camera for your booty pics. But for the front-facing camera, this is the one that I use for my conference calls and things like that. And yes, it is a significant improvement over the camera on the S7 Plus. We're talking a 12 megapixel ultra-wide front-facing camera. I just searched that up. Yes, that's a proper upgrade over the last one. So, as far as battery life, because that is, ladies and gentlemen, important, it keeps me up the entire day with no problems. I'm talking those live conferences, I'm talking those research sessions. It is a significant battery. It's not a significant improvement, it's just a significant battery. It's a really good battery. It's much better than like the 2018 2019 iPad Pros. It's better than the S6 Lite, I will say. But is it better than the S7 Plus? No. The S7 Plus and the S8 Plus basically have the same exact battery. Now, the new Snapdragon chip in the S8 Plus is a little bit more power efficient. It's got that efficiency going for it. But what does that end up resulting in? Maybe 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes of extra screen on time. Like, it'll make no difference. I mean, to me, when it comes to usage, an hour or 2 hours extra is something that starts being noticeable. Like, now I notice that this battery isn't dying. But between the S8 Plus and the S7 Plus, both of these batteries are really good. They're basically the same. How much is it? It's 1090 milliamp hours in both of them. So you're still getting the same battery density. The only difference is how fuel efficient or power efficient the chips are in each device, and that really doesn't make too big of a difference. So getting through a day in college with all the lectures and classes, getting then after college through 2 hours of live conferences, going through the train, you know, using the tablet, getting back home, and still having enough juice to do, you know, 2 hours of YouTube in bed, no problems at all. The battery life both devices is really good. I like it. So far we've talked about a better processor on the S8 Plus. The camera on this tablet is better. So for the people who take booty pics with their tablets, you know, you got a little bit of an advantage with the S8 Plus. The battery on both devices, same. Okay, it's the 1090 milliamp hour, same battery density, maybe a little bit more power efficient on the S8 Plus, maybe. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the body, the case. Literally the same, okay? I could have this next to the S7 Plus, you wouldn't notice the difference. They're the same exact tablet. It looks the exact same, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's built very solidly. It's got a great display. The bezels could be a little bit smaller, but I mean, it doesn't really get in my way. The speakers on both devices sound really good. I have no problems with the speakers at all. Oh god, one thing I do love about the S8 Plus, and this isn't something you'll find anywhere else, this is this video exclusively, the haptic feedback on the S8 Plus, fantastic. However, one bad thing I gotta say is that the S8 Plus, the box didn't come with the charger. I know it's been 2 months, I remember. Okay, the S7 Plus, that thing came with a charger in the box. This thing, thank you for the S Pen. I mean, given this trend, they might even stop giving us the S Pen in the box. I mean, God forbid. But yeah, there was no charger. Ooh, good-looking Asians. So many good-looking Asians on my Google feed. It's. I can't complain, can I? So back to the S8 Plus. It's been over 2 months. What do I think? Solid. Okay, that's what I'll say. First of all, 2 parts to this answer. First of all, this device is absolutely solid for a tablet. It's fantastic. If you're in the Android ecosystem and you want a tablet that gets as close as possible to replacing a laptop, this is the tablet to go for. This is going to give you the most power, the most room to do as much as you can. But for 95% of the people, I would not recommend buying it. And the only reason I say that is because this is $1,000 and the S7 Plus is, again, it's like $400 at Best Buy open box. Excellent condition. For most students, people, everybody, I would recommend the S7 Plus. I would buy the S7 Plus over the S8 Plus simply because it's great. The technology is great, but it's just like marginally better with a much higher price tag. So yeah, that's my 2 months later review of the S8 Ultra. That's what I have to say about it. I was trying to be honest, okay? I used the S7 Plus. I came to this. It's a solid machine, but it's just not blowing me out of the water. For that $1,000 I put into it, I don't see it being worth it, given that the S7 Plus is $500. And I think Samsung is kind of shooting itself in the foot. I mean, for doing that. They made the S7 Plus way too good, and it depreciated way too much, as Samsung products usually do. But with that being said, guys, make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and it really helps me out. And you get updates as, you know, new products keep coming out, and we keep getting them here in the studio. And until next time, take it easy. Peace.
1番線に天王寺行きが到着します。危険ですから白線の内側でお待ちください。